Ladies and gentlemen, concerned parents and educators, we often think of myopia or nearsightedness as a simple inconvenience, a condition easily fixed with a pair of glasses. Today, I am here to tell you that this view is outdated. In the medical and public health community, myopia is no longer just a refractive error, it is being redefined as a potential blinding disease. We are currently witnessing a global myopia boom, particularly here in East Asia. But why should we worry? The danger lies in the anatomy. Myopia is primarily caused by axial elongation, the physical stretching of the eyeball. For every 1 millimeter the eye grows, the prescription increases by approximately 250 to 300 degrees. As the eye stretches, the retina and choroid thin out, drastically increasing the risk of retinal detachment, macular degeneration, and glaucoma. In fact, for those with high myopia, the risk of macular degeneration is over 100 times higher than that of a person with normal vision. Therefore, our goal must shift. We must move from merely correcting vision to controlling eye growth. To prevent myopia, we must understand how vision develops. Babies are born with physiological hyperopia. They are naturally farsighted. As they grow, the eye grows, moving toward perfect vision. This is a natural process called emmetropization. However, there is a critical indicator we must monitor, the hyperopia reserve. Think of this as a vision bank account. A child needs a healthy deposit of farsightedness to buffer against the eye growth that happens during school years. Here is the alarming reality. If a 6-year-old child has exhausted this reserve, meaning they have perfect 0-degree vision or very low hyperopia, below Peugeot 50D, they are at extremely high risk. Statistics show that more than 40% of these children will become myopic shortly after entering primary school. Therefore, for preschoolers, ages 3 to 6, our priority isn't just checking if they can see clearly, but checking how much reserve is left. Let's look at the very beginning. Infancy. 0-2 years. This is a period of rapid neural connection. The World Health Organization, WHO, is clear on this. Infants under 18 to 24 months should have 0 screen time, with the exception of video calls. Why such a strict rule? Screens provide a 2D image, depriving the infant brain of the 3D stimuli needed to develop depth perception. Furthermore, screens lock the baby's focus on a single, close plane, causing accommodative lock. The data supports this warning. Large-scale studies have shown that children who are exposed to screens before age 1 have 4 times the risk of developing myopia in preschool compared to those who start after age 3. What drives this rapid eye growth? It is a complex interaction between genetics and environment. First, behavior. Prolonged near work, reading or using devices at close range, causes accommodative lag. The focus falls slightly behind the retina, creating a signal that tells the eye to grow longer to catch the image. Second, and most importantly, environment. The primary driver of the modern myopia epidemic is a lack of outdoor light. It's not just about looking at distant objects, it's about lux intensity. Indoor lighting is typically around 500 lux. A sunny day outdoors provides over 100,000 lux. Even sitting under a tree gives you 5,000 to 8,000 lux. High-intensity light stimulates the retina to release dopamine, a neurotransmitter that inhibits eye growth. If children stay indoors, they miss this crucial chemical signal. Third, genetics. If both parents are myopic, the child's risk increases by 5 times. However, genetics is the loaded gun. The environment pulls the trigger. Even with high genetic risk, outdoor activity can significantly slow the onset. Before we discuss solutions, let's clear up some dangerous myths that confuse parents. Myth 1. Reading in the dark causes myopia. Fact. While reading in dim light causes eye strain and fatigue, there is no conclusive longitudinal evidence that it directly causes permanent axial elongation. However, it should still be avoided to reduce visual stress. Myth 2. Blue light damages the retina. Fact. The blue light from screens is far weaker than sunlight. It does not cause blindness. Its real harm is suppressing melatonin, which disrupts sleep, and we now know that disrupted circadian rhythms and lack of sleep are risk factors for myopia. Myth 3. Eye exercises can cure myopia. Fact, you cannot exercise your eyeball back to its original shape. Once the eye has elongated, that physical change is irreversible. Eye exercises may relax muscles, but they do not treat the disease. Myth 4. Glasses make vision worse. Fact, this is false. Under correction, wearing weaker glasses actually accelerates myopia progression because it causes a blurry image on the retina, stimulating further growth. Full correction is essential. So, what can we do? We advocate for a comprehensive behavioral strategy known as the 30-10-120 rule. 30-10. For every 30 minutes of near work, take a 10-minute break. While the American 20-20-20 rule is good for eye strain, animal studies suggest that longer breaks, like 10 minutes, are more effective at blocking the biological signals that cause eye growth. 120. Children should spend at least 120 minutes outdoors every day. This doesn't require intense sports. Simply being exposed to outdoor light is enough. Even simply walking in the shade or on a corridor provides enough lux to activate the protective dopamine mechanism. When behavior modification is not enough, we have powerful medical tools to control progression. Optical interventions. We use orthokeratology, Ortho-K, which are hard contact lenses worn at night to reshape the cornea. They create myopic defocus on the peripheral retina, a signal that slows eye growth. Alternatively, new peripheral defocus spectacles, like DIMS or HALT technology, offer a non-invasive option with up to 60% efficacy. Pharmaceutical interventions. Low concentration. Atropine drops are a mainstream treatment. The LAMP study has identified 0.05% as the optimal concentration, offering the best balance between controlling eye growth and minimizing side effects like light sensitivity. It is crucial to continue treatment until the end of puberty to avoid a rebound effect. Emerging therapy. Repeated low-level red light therapy, RLRL, shows promising results in shrinking axial length, but we must remain cautious regarding long-term retinal safety. In conclusion, we must acknowledge our environment. In Asia, where educational pressure is intense, myopia rates are as high as 80 to 90% compared to 20 to 30% in the West. We cannot change the school system overnight, but we can adopt compensatory strategies. Snatch outdoor time. Use commute time, recess, and weekends to accumulate those 120 minutes of light. Monitor the reserve. Don't wait for your child to say, "I can't see." Check their axial length and hyperopia reserve regularly. Protecting our children's vision is a race against time. Outdoor activity is our best prevention, and medical intervention is our best control. Let us shift our mindset today to protect the long-term eye health of the next generation. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions about parenting topics, please let us know in the comments section.